No.
All right. Do we start?
I can play Naruto.
To start?
Yeah.
You want to?
Do you want me to?
Not the whole thing.
What part?
Just the da-na-na, da-na-na. Get that part going. You know the part?
There you go. Boom, 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 boom. I'll end it right there.
Hit it.
Well, I have to get the guitar. Do you want me to sing it?
All right, I'll start the shit while you wait. All right. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the AfroMattt podcast, episode
why are you starting?
40.
I was gonna start.
Okay, yeah. No, bring it in here. Come on in, sit down. Have a seat. My co-host joining me IRL today. Nick, this might be a bad time, but I did test positive for COVID.
Same.
All right,
I think I gave it to you.
play it in. I don't think
All
it's transmitted bisexually though, so chances are low.
Yeah.
Bisexually.
I fucked up.
That was
There,
beautiful.
That's what you get.
That was freaking beautiful, man. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna weep. I'm gonna openly weep. This is the first time I've openly wept in 10 years, and it's gonna be that.
Are
All
we
right.
recording?
Yeah, we're in. We're in. We're here. We're queer. We're both 69ing. And
Did you want this other one, Matt? I brought it for you.
what is that? A drink?
The
Buy
Boost.
Boost.
You told me to bring you one. Do you want mine? You can have mine if you want.
Is it any good?
You've had one. I gave you one before. It's good for your gut. It's good for your brain.
It tastes how it smells. Like a vitamin.
It tastes like a vitamin.
It does taste like a vitamin.
Well, we already both have COVID, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, yep. If we didn't both have COVID now, we do now.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I'm trying to stay on track here because it's a little hard to focus, and we're staying on track. So this is the AfroMattt Show, AfroMattt on YouTube, the AfroMattt Show on. You want to just list them? iTunes, Spotify, Microsoft Windows Podcast.
Microsoft. Dude, did you know they took
Stitcher.
Audible? They took Audible off Android Auto.
Why?
Like the thing I use in my
So
car.
you can't drive with it?
Listen. I was like, hey, open Audible. And it's like, I can't do that for you, but I can open Google Play Books.
Oh.
It's a money grab. I'm pretty pissed about it because I have a couple books on Audible I wanted to listen to.
Wow. What books did you get? I've been reading a couple of new books recently, too.
It's not... I mean, I still haven't finished Dune. I've got like a couple self-help books. I was in the middle of one called The Confidence Gap.
I bought a self-help book. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Really?
Yeah,
I listened
I
to
bought
that whole
book.
one.
Oh, did you?
It's a really good one. It gets really fucked up later.
Really?
Yeah, because at the first he's like joking around. He's like, you gotta know where to give your fucks and all that, and it's funny. And then after he gets into like the themes of like values and stuff, he talks about some really fucked up shit.
I swear, if there's one quote from Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm gonna kill myself.
There's not. There's not.
You got it. An NFT. That's just what I imagine. Every Gary V sentence just start with an NFT because he's trying to justify it. He's like, not giving a fuck is a lot like NFTs.
Did you start it yet?
What?
Did you start the book yet?
No. I'm reading a couple other books right now. I went on vacation to Florida, and I bought a book there. And I'm a pretty slow reader, so I've spent like 6 hours reading, and I'm like halfway through it. I don't know if it's because I'm dyslexic or autistic or what. I'm dating on the spectrum. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the book that I bought in Florida. It's a pretty cool book. It's about like Harlem in New York in the like 1960s, and it's kind of like this guy. He's like a good. It's called Harlem Shuffle. And this dude's like a furniture owner, and he's like slowly rising his way accidentally through like the crime rate like ranks, and he's like laundering money through his furniture store, and his whole thing is like a revenge story against this guy, this white dude, who denied him access into like a country club.
That's first world problems right there.
Well, that's black problems.
Oh, he's black?
He's in Harlem. Okay.
But a white guy's causing him problems in Harlem?
Well, no, he didn't go to the country club's not in Harlem. He was trying to get into like an elite country club, but it was not in Harlem. Harlem's like, dude, the ghettos.
Is that true?
I think so.
Where even is Harlem?
New York.
Is that true?
I think. The book's fiction, but it's not that much fiction.
Hi, Bixby.
What? Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it can't hear me right now.
Okay.
Oh. What
Bixby?
state is Harlem in?
Harlem. It's in New York. It's got to be New York.
It made the noise like it was listening.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you have a Google Home or an Alexa in here, bro?
I have an Alexa in the other room.
Well, you need one in here. It's good to just ask questions.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your favorite dinosaur, man?
My favorite dinosaur has got to be the... I want to say Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
Because they give mad head.
That's good.
They can deep throat pretty good.
I like the really big-ass pterodactyls because they can get struck by lightning, probably. And still be fine.
Name a more useless letter than P. I think in the majority of words, P's in, it's silent.
Steven.
Photo.
Stephen. If it wasn't in there, if you didn't have the PH.
Photo. Phase.
If it was in photo, okay, but without the P, it'd be hodo.
You replace it with an F. Fuck phonics, bro.
Yeah.
We are on legal drugs. Just come out and say it. It's legal. It's legal in our state. Okay. So last episode, I promised Nick that we were going to play a game this time based on Squid Games. Squid Games is taking over. I have a news article here if I can even...
I've seen a lot of people complaining that there's so many memes. Like, people are annoyed, like, quit posting Squid Game memes. It used to be for spoilers, but now they're just annoyed by the memes.
Squid Game is now #1 show in 90 different countries. Isn't that wild?
It was good. Gabe was like, he's like, no, it's just a trend. Like, it's not good. It's just because it's new. And
it's actually a good...
I'm like, I was trying to explain to him how actually good it is.
The cinematography is so good in that. Like, even, like... This is how I judge if a movie has good cinematography, is if you can pause it at, like, any frame, and it can be, like, an image, right? Mm-hmm. It's, like, a cool image. Like, the plot of Blade Runner 2047 is kind of, like, boring, but you can pause that on any episode, or on any part, any second, and it's, like, colorful, bright, vibrant. It's beautiful cinematography. Tasha, get in here. Bring some pins. All right. So I have created three.
You let her fuck with that.
Well,
fuck up the circle.
She touched the circle, yeah.
So now the circle
is cheating. It's like halfway done. But we have created in Squid Game. I mean, if you haven't watched Squid Game yet, I mean, honestly, just suicide. But we created what's called a honeycomb, and I mean, this was a bitch to make. But there are these little, like, glass shards of sugar that you're supposed to etch out the shape of. And if it cracks, then I get to kill you.
You get executed. Yeah.
So I've made 2 hearts and 1 circle, because we're gay, and we're as straight as a circle. So I'm going to spin this up, and we're going to choose at random. Tosh. My producer's not coming. Gosh, we're picking circles. All right. I got some needles here. We have 2 needles.
Wait,
And
my dasher's here, bro.
his DoorDash is here. Go get that
You can
McDonald's.
still explain it.
Okay. So the point of the game is to take a needle and you etch out the shape. And oh, I just stabbed myself with a needle. Okay, so you take the needle and you trace the shape and you etch it out, and we have a time limit. The timer is, what was it, 5 minutes? But we're gonna be etching. Where it's not gonna just be sitting in silence, All right. So I'm gonna have Tosh spin this plate around gently so that we can't cheat. Tosh, spin the. McDonald's is here. Did you tip the guy?
I tipped him online.
Okay.
I don't know if I accidentally left the thing saying I was gonna tip him in person, because that's awkward. Because usually I said leave it at my door. Maybe I said hand it to me.
All right. I'm spinning the plate. So we're spinning it, and we're gonna circle around Tosh. Okay, no, you'll just get whatever we don't get.
I'm stressing too much.
Wait, Tosh. Tosh, can you get us a plate?
Each.
So we can have room to etch.
But they did it. Oh, they did it in the little
tin.
container.
Yeah. Okay. I keep on spinning. There's no way I know. Tosh spun it.
Do you have a lighter?
I do have a lighter.
Should there be a lighter for cheating?
No.
Natasha could be the crazy Asian bitch.
All right. We're playing Squid Game because I'm gonna put it in the title, and honestly, it's gonna help some views. I think. Right.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least. All right, Nick, you get the right one. You get the one closest to you, and I get the one closest. What? You can spin it some more. Spin it if you don't trust me.
I know you've got it memorized where they're at.
I'm not, dude. I'm freaking gone.
Okay, the one closest to you, you get.
Yeah. Okay. Ready, set, lift. Heart. We both got heart.
Wait, was one of us gonna get the circle?
Yeah.
That would have been fucked up.
Okay. That one's to Tosh.
Is she gonna do it?
Okay. Here, you take the heart. Tosh will take this. All right.
We're just gonna etch on these things.
So we etch on these, and we can talk about anything you want. To be honest.
While we're doing this.
Yeah.
Well. Wait, we need to set a timer.
Oh shoot! You're right.
What was their timer in the show?
5 minutes, I think. Right.
It had to be longer than 5 minutes.
Dude, we are not gonna spend 12 minutes etching. How long was it? Oh God, I can't pull up a timer right now. I'm gonna have to do it on my phone. Dude, did you crack it already? Oh, I heard a noise. I'm pulling up a timer right now. Screw it. What time should we do? Timer.
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
8.
Okay. 8. Starting now. Okay. Start etching. So yeah, the point of this game is to trace the shape, and it slowly etches down the sugar, and you should be left with just the shape. Tasha's doing it over in the corner with her circle. Here you go. I got you a needle. Careful.
This is hard.
Don't do heroin. Dude, this is... I feel like I'm gonna crack it already.
I'm gonna die.
It actually doesn't taste that bad, and it's really such a simple formula.
No.
Oh, Nick, that's crazy.
I'm cheating, bro.
That was so clean. Nick got a clean break on the left side of his heart. Triple bypass surgery moment. Oh, I'm getting some good chips now too.
I'm
Dude,
dead.
Imagine
I'm dead.
Wait, you died?
I cracked it right there.
Nah, that's fine. That's barely anything.
Bro, that would kill him in the show. I mean, the ways they cracked it were like all the way across.
I'd kill you in the show. Nick, how far, honestly, in Squid Game do you think you would make it?
I think I would die at red light.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd just try to run really fast and then be like, whew. Was that cats?
That was cats. Tosh, did you break it? Yeah. Tasha's still doing good.
She's almost done.
Okay. Oh. I heard. Oh, Nick, you're still alive.
I'm still alive.
Dude, now imagine the pressure from, like, if this was, like, your last moment on Earth.
And you have to be super careful, because if you fuck it up, you're dead.
Yeah, dude, like, the pressure of having a gun pointed at your skull. You broke it? No, she won. Tasha's, like, the first player won past.
I already kind of tapped it before you guys started.
True.
Remember?
And now you get to eat it for 100 free calories.
Free?
Oh my god, I almost just cracked. I almost pierced through.
This would be a fun New Year's game, bro.
A fun New Year's game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Except,
I'm gonna do this with my kids.
Dude, imagine... Dude, it needs stakes. Like, if you lose, you have to do a shot, or if you lose, you have to get
game?
shot. You know? A drinking game or something. Dude, that would actually be fun. Entire Squid Game drinking game.
How'd you do the glass one?
The glass one?
Did one of the guys really say the game's in Korea?
Yes. He said the games in Korea are actually more fun than the ones in America. Or something like that. Or he said, I like betting on the Korean games the most. Dude, what if someone just ate theirs in a smaller shape? Like they actually cracked it, but they like started eating it down to a smaller... Nick, did you pass?
No.
You barely got the inside?
I've still got the other part, and I have this.
Honestly, the time's starting to stress me out more than anything right now. And I feel like if this was a life or death situation... I don't know. Also, in Squid Game, did you know that there's a theory that depending on what color you choose is which person you are?
This circle will not even crack.
Matt, you made these too thick, huh?
Yeah.
The thicker, the harder it is. I think.
The harder it is to crack.
No. Oh, I think I got mine. So, I almost got it. Piercing through the center right now. Not the center. Imagine I just suicide.
I can't tell if this is part of it. That's where you hit the thing, right? Or is that a different...
No, that's
'Cause
good.
I just
no,
cut
you
that.
got it. You got it.
Do I win?
I think you win. I think you
Nice.
passed.
You could.
Dude, what if they did a Simon Says? That'd be fun.
Oh, that's fine.
That would be fun. A Simon Says, but it's like, you don't, it's like, Simon doesn't say. Yeah, the sugar tastes burnt, but I think it's supposed to because you're literally melting the sugar.
Wellington likes to lick it.
Because it's sugar.
Cats can't.
Oh!
Matt just died like fuck, bro.
Dude, I was so close. I just had to get that little...
Oh, that's bad.
That's
Your
a...
instinct
yeah, that's an
killed.
instant death. Sorry, guys, I will not be making it on to phase 2. I did kind of suicide bomb that one, to be honest. I just wanted to get it over with, to be honest. I suicide bombed that one on accident. Well, you know, dude, what if you actually broke it and you just like licked it and put it back together like this? So you showed the dude before he saw?
And you just kind of like covered up with your thumb.
Dude,
I think
look,
they're too
I can make
smart.
that seamless. Oh. Nick's opening his bag of McDonald's. This is a good time to tell you that this podcast is brought to you in part by...
McDonald's.
No, DoorDash. DoorDash. Use code AfroMattt to get 0% off of your purchase
0%.
on purchases $100 or above. Jesus, that is a basket
It's
of
only
fries.
$11. Guys, it's $11 for 4 burgers, 20 McNuggets, and a basket of fries.
Only if you tell them AfroMattt sent you.
Yeah.
So tell them AfroMattt sent you, and they'll give you 4 burgers, a basket. I'll take a fry. Why not? A basket of fries. And what else, Nick? Tell them.
You get a basket of fries, you get a jizz juice.
Oh.
They harvested
that?
Matt's jizz. McDonald's.
No, where's the jizz juice that you ordered?
I didn't order any. It doesn't come with this deal.
Oh. You had me hopeful there for a second.
You want more, huh?
I'll take another fry. Yeah, it's since you're offering. I will say my mouth is feeling very dry right now.
Mm.
And the fries aren't helping with that. I honestly feel like that SpongeBob meme where he like completely dries out.
Like, water!
Even though he's in the
don't
ocean.
need Well, no, he's in Sandy's dome.
Sandy gives dome.
Sandy does give dome.
In all senses of the word, she gives dome. She's in a dome at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to talk about this too. Because I love irony, right?
Mm-hmm.
Irony is some of the best, especially irony in real life. Oh, shoot. Okay, there. So I thought this was funny. Jeff Bezos, what Jeff Bezos had to say about Netflix's Squid Game.
He commented on it. He's
Which
like, I
is-
want to be one of the VIPs.
which
He's
is-
like, where do I sign up?
Which is funny because he's the richest person on the planet,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he would be the Asian guy. So who does he relate with in this show?
He would be the Asian guy.
Okay, my bad. They're
That
all
really
Asian.
doesn't narrow it down.
They're my bad. He would be the old dude,
Oh, okay.
player number 1.
Oh,
You know,
he's concerned that they found him out.
I think
they're onto him.
No, yeah. So someone like Jeff Bezos, and I've said this before, they have such a special mind because they can't relate to anything. Like Jeff Bezos can't even have a conversation with a poor person because he doesn't know the price of gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to worry about it. You could charge him $1,000 for toothpaste, and he would. Oh, there's the timer. Thank you. Yeah, Jeff Bezos doesn't know the price of toothpaste, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so he's so out of touch. His statement was this. Nick, can you read that for me? I can't.
Okay.
I'm decapitated. This.
At Reed Hastings and Ted Sarandos and the team at Netflix get it right so often. The internationalization strategy isn't easy, and they're making it work. Impressive and inspiring, and I can't wait to watch the show.
So he didn't even watch it, and he said it was inspiring. What?
Yeah, no, he's pretty much excited about the. No, I don't need any more fries. I'm like gasping for water. No, he pretty much said he likes their internationalized strategy. That's it.
What does that even mean?
The fact that they were able to get it into America through promotion on TikTok and shit, I guess. But that being said, I just think it's ironic that Jeff Bezos is going to be watching a show that shits on capitalism. You know, it's talking about like everyone in that show is like poor, downtrodden, out of opportunities, in debt, and Jeff Bezos is none of that ever at all in his life, probably. It's just pretty epic, I think.
I would say end his generations to come, but I think the world's gonna end
When? Can you give us a date?
in the next couple years.
That face I make when South Korean paratroopers are coming in at March 15th, 2024, paratroopers at 4 p.m. That face.
The face when they raid the first Walmart.
That face. That face I make when Russia and Korea finally press the button and there's nukes flying towards us at July 28th, 2025 at 3:40 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
I just love making like usually I make broad predictions of the future and they come true because they're somewhat broad, but I'm just gonna start super straight up points. That was like
You've got COVID. You've got Joe Biden, who's in the office, and he's always saying, well, they told me to do this. They told me I can't do this. They told me that. And he never
Joe
says
Biden.
who is they. Because he's a puppet. You've got the aliens. You got COVID. You've got all the natural disasters, and you got global warming. Something's shaping up, bro.
Oh, yeah, we're in a pressure cooker. We're in a
Yeah.
rice cooker. Because the Asians are going to kill us.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before... Look. We're all going to die by the hands of, an Asian. Chances are you...
Sang Woo.
No, okay. That's
Sang
the cop
Woo's
that pulled
dead.
me over.
No.
I told Nick that I was going to stop doing, racial jokes, but it's tough. Or should I say racial jokes?
Why?
Well, in China, don't they replace R's with the L?
No, I think it's the other way around.
They replace R's with L. I'm Riri. Okay, yeah, you're.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong. Once again, okay. What was I saying? Dude, I need a drink. My mouth is
We're in
like.
a pressure cooker. Just make a cut right here.
No, I'm done. This is going up as is raw, unedited, uncut, just like me.
You want me to go get you water?
No, it's fine. I'm feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good vibe right now where I'm at. If I had eaten another edible, I would be over the top and I'd be gone.
Think about that.
Think about what?
You got a second one. It takes about an hour to hit you.
That is true. So in
Pretty sure though that was just the end of the first one kicking in.
an hour from now, it's gonna be done. I'm gonna be
Maybe.
gone. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
I don't know.
Oh, I wanted to talk about this because this is another current event, which I think is pretty poignant. This is called the Great Resignation of America. Have you heard about this?
Mm-mm.
So it's like, I'll just let random white chick number 3 from CNBC say it.
All of a sudden, it seemed like everyone I know was changing jobs or stepping off the career ladder.
In the month of May alone, 3.6 million Americans quit their jobs. And that's down from the month before, with almost 4 million walking out the door in April.
So these are record-breaking quits. And well, before I play the video, I want to hear what do you think is the reason?
Since 2002.
Yeah, record-breaking since 2002, which was during what was going on in 2002? Oh,
Obama was not 2002.
2000.
That's like George Bush.
2008. You're right, George Bush. 9/11. 9/11 had just happened. Do you think a lot of people quit after 9/11?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Everyone looked pretty happy in 2009.
That was right after the recession. They had to get jobs.
Mm.
Oh no, that was right after the housing market crash.
So what's causing this is...
So there's a huge drop in 2021 because of COVID, and then it rose back up to where it should be, and it just had a huge drop again. But COVID numbers aren't spiking anymore.
So...
I mean, honestly, I'm intrigued by this because it's like...
Okay, listen, so many people are
sociologies.
fucking up school because of COVID that... they need more and more people because all the college graduates aren't coming, and people are quitting their jobs to go get new jobs because the tech market doesn't have all the students to hire, and all the people that are actually veterans of the tech market are just finding better opportunities because they're worth more right now.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned about the tech market is like these app developer teams are made up of like 8 people. Like it takes like 8 people to program Twitter, right? Yeah. All the work's already been done. So it's like you're in a field where there's 8 people a team, Mm-hmm. You have to be, that's like the NFL of, it's like becoming a programmer for a video game is like the NFL.
It doesn't have to be video games.
Or like anything. I'm saying.
At Walmart, like when my dad was at Walmart.
Oh, true. They have like an army.
They have an army of different teams, but the teams are all like 8 people, but they've got like thousands.
Let's back up. Let's be real. An army of Indians.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're all, and I know this because we come from the land of Walmart. I wasn't gonna say Indians. I saw you tense up.
Look. They literally get visas to come over here and specifically work for Walmart. Mm-hmm. And then if they get fired, they get deported from Walmart.
Really?
Like it's a huge thing that happens here.
Wow. That's a high pressure job. Mm-hmm. Talk about high stress.
My dad fired one of them.
Oh my God.
Because she couldn't. She was calling his supervisor saying he was racist, and he's like, "What? I've got so many people on my team. Like, I don't care." It was just the fact that she wasn't good at her job, and she was trying to use her race to say like,
"Wow,
you're racist. You can't fire me." When
that's the last step.
It's like she got there, she cheated on her test, and didn't know anything about programming.
I mean, from what I know about programming, a lot of it is cheating. Though you look up how to solve the solution, right? And then you can copy.
Yeah, but she's so bad she can't even look it up and figure it out.
Yeah. Sometimes I think I could be a programmer. You're at a computer. It's not like school. You can cheat. You're allowed to cheat, right?
No one cares, yeah.
And no one cares as long as you get it done. So you just show up, and they're like, hey, can you convert this web page to HTML? And you just like Google
How to do
HTML.
it.
Yeah, you just Google how to do it at the table, and then bust it out real quick.
I think we should do that. We should go to technical school for it, because you can get bachelors and stuff, but you can become a developer in like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, but I don't know how to.
Well, that's because you haven't gone to school.
It's a foreign language, bro.
It is.
It is true. That's true. Okay, let's go back to the Great Resignation.
Decade
forgot we
high,
were on
by the
that.
way. It's what's being called the Great Resignation. The mass exodus comes as many companies are trying to get employees back into the office by the fall. So why are so many people leaving?
With the pandemic, I was kind of just like, it was a lot of reflection time. I know what I want out of my career. Might as well just make.
Okay, so she's definitely the type of person that's manifesting COVID going away.
Mm-hmm.
She's manifesting vaccinations on her friends, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm so happy for that. I manifested that all week. And somehow they take credit for what you accomplished.
On your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm so happy that happened. I manifested that for you.
I was manifesting for you.
Yeah. You're
That's
like,
a new way of saying I was praying for you.
it really is.
Yeah.
You might have crossed a profound thing, because a lot of these people are like hardcore atheists, but they speak in religious tones, right?
How does if you're an atheist, why would manifesting do anything?
Well, atheism, they believe that there is no God, so they manifest it into the universe, because we're part of the universe. We all came. We're all stardust, right?
But if there is no
They're
God,
not
wouldn't
God's
that mean we
creation.
are God?
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, I don't think a lot of them think that.
That's true.
We should ask this lady this question.
Yeah, what's her name? I don't know.
Doesn't your sister practice this?
Manifestation. Yeah, I wrote a joke about it. I mean, she's the dream board. She posts pictures on the dream board.
You should ask her about it.
Should I
Is
call
your
her right
sister
now?
religious?
No, she's not religious. She's
But she
she's lib.
manifests.
She's lib. She's lib left now,
Yeah.
which I respect. Most girls should be lib left. If you're a girl and you're not lib left, or at least left of center, I don't
Then
trust
hit
a-
me up.
I don't trust a girl who's far right, like an extremist.
I don't trust a girl that's far left extremist.
I mean, you shouldn't trust anyone.
I like
who's a
free
far-
thinkers that are just like, they like both.
That's true. Flip flops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It takes real intelligence to be able to think and change your opinion.
yeah. Not only change your opinion, but like be able to openly hear both sides.
Yeah.
It's like people think it's a slider from like far left to far right, but it's more of like an oval that gets longer and skinnier and more bunched up on one side or the other. You know, like
Yeah.
it can be egg shaped.
It's like love on a spectrum.
That's a great show. That's a perfect segue. I've been watching that show.
Have you really?
Yeah, I mean that show is so beautiful.
I didn't even.
It's all just autistic people, right?
Oh yeah, you told me about it. I didn't even know that was the name of a show. I forgot. I was
It's-
just saying that.
Love on a spectrum. I mean, maybe it's subconsciously you knew it.
I was
You
just
had
referring
seen
to
it.
Bill Nye, but
Oh, yeah. No, that's true. Love on the spectrum. I mean, it's these autistic people who, and it's hard for them to find love because it's like. It's hard to find a like-minded person who's also mentally challenged, you know? I mean,
we got lucky.
we got lucky, but not many people can be this lucky,
Yeah.
you know, and date a true retard. But it's a really nice show. In the end, I watched all of Squid Game, never cried. Ended that, I almost
I
quit.
cried. I cried like 5 times at least
Well,
during
dude,
the whole thing.
You're the bottom, so you would
Yeah,
cry.
I cry all the time during TV shows and movies.
I know I was trying to write a joke about this, but I'm like, my girlfriend Tasha has been keeping everything up. She puts the paintings up. She pins them high, and now she's got like planters, and the planters are hanging from the ceiling. Right, everything for her, she has a high voice. Everything's high, but for guys, everything's low. You know, I shove all my shit under my couch, my clothes under my thing. I don't hang my clothes. I put them in a drawer, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I push my feelings down as well. It's like everything is down. I don't know. I was
Oh,
working
and
with
girls let it up and out.
and it let it up and out.
And
yeah,
dudes push it down.
yeah, push it. I just push it straight down. That's why I have big feet.
Yeah.
It's just all in my feet.
That's a good analogy.
Is it good? Yeah, I like the parallel. I've been reading this new book from Seinfeld called "Is This Anything?" and it's every single joke he's ever written. It's a big book. It's like 400 pages. I'll get it right now. It's
Hurry. It's in your laptop bag. Is that the same one from New Tech?
no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You got a different one for New
Just
Tech?
bought this. So it's
Oh.
called "Is This Anything?" by Seinfeld. It's like everyone. It goes from 40s to 50s to no, not 40s. dude's old. It goes 70s, 80s when he first started, 90s, double zeros, teens. It's really good, really cool book, and it was on sale at Home Depot.
Home Depot. Where's your head at, bro?
My head's gone, bro. It was 30% off at Best Buy. No.
Barnes and Noble? Is Barnes and Noble what you're trying to get at?
Yes. Best Buy. I was reading it. I saw the B, and I'm like, Best Buy. Oh god.
Okay, are we gonna continue this?
Yeah. Dude, we
Some
cannot
say
make
they
it through a
feel burned
single
out
news
after
video.
working through a year that had so many challenges.
People's mental health are so bad right now. Like, people are prioritizing that a lot more than like their
First off,
jobs or
I already
anything
hate this
else.
woman.
Others say working
Yeah.
from home was isolating.
I love to like go into the office, and I was like,
Working from home, I'm going to be honest. I've said this before. Your office, your room, your bathroom, you can shit, fart, you can piss in your own bathroom. Everything about working from home is just better than having to leave the house.
Yeah.
I know this doesn't apply to everyone, but it should. I think that's going to be my new saying from now. Like, if you don't agree with me, I know that you might not agree with this, but you should.
But you should.
You should. It's like a really subtle way to tell them that they're stupid.
Yeah.
I know you don't agree with this, and I respect that, but you should. But you're dumb.
Okay.
kind of person I would write like a joke of the day on my whiteboard, which would bring people over to my like cubicle. I think I just like thrived on that, where even if the work wasn't
thrive.
great,
Can
it
we
was
stop
like the
saying thrive?
interaction.
Look,
just
she's
helped
getting
keep,
interviewed
like,
for the
morale
news, and she's
high.
like, I just thrived on that, and is like looking up in the sky trying to act
What
cute.
she just said is she thrives on attention.
What she just said is
She
she's
said-
for the streets,
Yeah, she thrives off attention. She said, I wrote a joke of the day on the whiteboard. And
just to
I
get
did-
people to come over.
Everyone came over to my cubicle, and I felt like I wasn't a part of the machine. I wasn't a cog in the machine. I couldn't be replaced in 2 seconds. She's like, when I was at home, I could only spread my asshole on OnlyFans. That's the only attention I could get.
Yep.
And she's like, I need real attention. I'm tired of all these likes on Instagram. I need likes in real life. And a person that needs likes in real life
Is never gonna be happy.
never going to be happy. Yeah. Unless you buy an NFT.
Then you're happy.
It brings one true joy.
But most people are less than thrilled about returning
Dude, is
to
our
the office
generation
with
in their
a-
will gonna be leaving NFTs to people?
Oh.
That's gonna happen. Some kids have already made a will putting NFTs to their loved ones.
He's like, here's someone's like final will and testament from my generation, 80 years from now. Hey yo fam, this is it. This is reading it. They open up the letter. It's like, hey yo fam, I finally passed. We knew it was coming. Right there, cracking jokes.
We knew it was coming, and then it's got a fire and a 100.
Fire emoji. I was addicted to that grind. You know, like the pray
Bless
emoji.
up, God first.
You already know where I am. Heaven emoji. But I had to whip and nay my way out of this world, and I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be lit in heaven. It's gonna be lit up here.
It's gonna
I'll
be
say hello
lit.
to Lil Nas X first for you, because he'll be dead and he'll be a legend by then. You know.
Satan kind of sus.
Remember that time when he twerked on that dude's dick? kind of sus. And then he's like, there's going to be a Among Us emoji already in the future. So
Yeah.
there's going to be an emoji. And I like how Among Us is somehow going to be relevant in 80 years.
I don't think it is.
But then he's going to say, I left, and to my first daughter, Ligma, I leave.
To my first daughter, Ligma, I leave my lit Cash Money, Patrick Mahomes, Monkey, NFT.
And to my first daughter, I leave 0.6 Ethereum, and she gets kind of sad because it's only $1 billion or something. You know, like
Yeah.
she gets kind of sad, and she's like, oh, he only left me $1 million in Ethereum, and then it's like, to my firstborn son, I leave you my
By NFT of iDubbbz nutsack.
I leave you my NFT of every NFT, because that'll be a thing. It'll be like a 13 terabyte image with pixels of every NFT that there has ever been.
It's just, you have to store it on like 5 different hard drives.
Yeah, he's like, I leave this hard drive room to you. It's just NFTs. It's just Gary V NFTs.
And then he's the new Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, this is Jeff Bezos in 80 years. Except
Or he
it's
thought he
also
was doing
10
something, and by this time everyone realizes that NFTs are bullshit.
He's like, I've gone broke. This is Gary V. I've gone broke. Gary V's not gonna have children. Who am I kidding?
Doesn't he?
He might actually.
Did he ever respond to your DM?
Yeah, he did.
Did he really? You're
and
capping.
And he said, thank you for the offer, but I'm too busy stacking my NFTs to care.
He didn't respond to mine.
89% of workers saying they'd prefer to work remotely, at least some of the time. 1 in 3 employees are considering leaving their job, according to...
I'd
Me.
love to... Me. But I was literally, right before we were talking, I'm like, I'm going to quit tomorrow, I mean, to be honest. 1 in 3 employees are considering leaving their job. Okay. I think it's probably more than that, to be honest. I don't know managers who aren't considering quitting their job. Or, actually, you know what this might mean? The flip side of this coin. The flip side of this corn. The flip side of this coin is 1 in 3 people are considering leaving their employer. 2 in 3 people are considering killing themselves.
Yeah.
So you're either in a state of wanting to suicide.
I got both of them.
You good, bro? You want to talk?
Not on pod.
Nah, bro. You good, bro? Okay. Let's go next.
Personal finance website Magnify Money. And popular job search site Indeed estimates that as many as 9.8 million jobs are available in the U.S.
Yeah,
as of mid-July.
that's why everyone's leaving.
That's
There's so many different opportunities because everyone's
Home Depot
leaving.
now hiring.
Do you know how many times I've applied for Home Depot because my friends work there and just never
Really?
gotten a call even after calling?
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
But then again, I applied for Papa John's and
And they didn't get back to you?
I
Which is bullshit.
think it's because I'm a reckless driver.
No, it's because the guy was like, I just can't figure out how to make the hours he wants align with what we have right now.
Understandable. It is what it is. The Papa didn't want me.
Papa said
I
the
don't
N-word.
say the N-word enough.
Yeah,
for Papa John's.
Papa's
to be
not even
honest.
there right now.
The interview process is you just walk in and they just say it.
Say it.
Say it right now. They
Let me
just
know
look
you're
at you,
cool.
Say it. And you're just like, welcome to Papa John's. They're like, no, you know. Like you're playing dumb with them. No, you know. And you're like, say it.
Say it.
And they're like, yeah. And then, of course, you say the N-word. And then they're like,
And then they shake your hand.
and they say, can you start tomorrow?
Yeah, they're like, when can you start?
When can you start? Can you start now? No. That's the hiring process, I imagine, from Papa John's. Is that how that went with you when you went? Be careful how you answer this.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, good.
Because Papa John didn't run my store. But if he did...
Dude, do you guys have, like, training for, like... I know at Home Depot we had training for, like, sexual harassment and, like, sexual harassment in the workplace and shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you have training for that?
No, there's like stuff posted on the wall about it, and they
Oh,
make
they just
people.
put a-
Anytime
they
someone
put a
says anything
pin.
creepy, they'll put another one and say, "Everyone sign this."
There's like 18 just like stacked on top of each other
Yeah.
on the thing. It's like, guys, can we stop saying creepy shit?
Yeah,
They come out one day, some dude just like went crazy.
they do train you about how to be efficient when getting mugged, as a manager and as a driver, as everybody. And you know what they say? It's bullshit. They're like, comply. That's the whole training.
Well, that's a good point. At Home Depot, they said if you see someone walking out of the store, if you leave the store, we can't you'll be fired if you chase them out the store. You
Why?
know? Because it's like you're endangering yourself, and they're like your life is not worth whatever's in that
You'll
cart.
get fired. So because you endangered your life for the better of our store, we're gonna fire you.
That's capitalism, bro.
Should be the other way around. They should be like,
They're like, dude, we like your bravery. You're fired.
dude, that was sick, but
Dude, that was
I'm
sick.
gonna
I
have
love
to
the way
let you go.
tackled that man and saved us $450, but we have to let you go without any warning.
Yeah, no heads up.
You can't come in tomorrow.
Are we
It's
gonna
really
finish
fucked
this
up.
video?
Oh yeah.
1 million more openings than there are people looking for work.
Well, the good things is
Ah.
for job seekers is that they are.
I was talking about this yesterday when I told you that every restaurant nowadays that you walk into, is asking for help. And it's because people don't like working in retail because one, like I said, and I stand by it. That's going to be AIDS to listen to. But I stand by it that I just imagine someone driving and they just like swerve a little bit when I smack the table. You know, they get scared. They're on the highway. They swerve a little bit. It just, but I completely forgot. What I was saying. Oh God.
Retail.
I was
People-
so
people don't-
passionate. I was so passionate.
You go to
I
On the
smacked
Border and people don't like their jobs, bro. That's what you're talking about.
Okay, so you go everywhere and they're all posted. And I stand by it. People shouldn't be tipping, is what I was saying. But people are quitting because people aren't tipping, right? Because no one has free money anymore. So people are leaving because no one's tipping, which I support not tipping. Listen, I heard a good point. Listen.
Okay, I'm
Are
listening.
you listening?
I got you, bro.
Okay. If you're not tipping the waiter, you're tipping the owner of the building. Now, let me defend this. I feel like a fucking nerd.
Because you're saving the owner of the building money.
Yes.
Because you're paying their paycheck. Because they have to get comped if they don't make enough.
The owner is
tips.
not paying them enough on purpose, hoping that you make up for it. So you're covering his rent, pretty much.
Mhm.
You know, you're covering his ass.
Yeah.
You don't tip the waiter, you're tipping the owner. The owner should be paying them a livable wage.
That's
And
how
if
he
they
gets
like
away
it,
with
they
paying
don't.
them $4 an hour.
That's how they do it in every other country. You go to France, you don't have to tip. You go to China, you don't have to tip.
Because they get actual living wages.
And you go to China, you don't have to tip unless you're getting a massage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, and that's the end, unless.
Unless.
And you're like, what are you talking about? Unless.
Unrest.
Arrest. Arrest you won't rub wrong time.
Dude, that actually sounds like a cholo, though.
What?
The accent you just did.
Arrest, bro. He doesn't sound like that, bro.
Cholo mode. Speaking of cholo mode, let's look at.
Wait, do you have a Gary V?
I have a Gary.
Can we
Vee.
watch that first?
Wait, no. This is a
That's a cholo.
Tell me how scary this guy is. Tell me if you'd be scared by him.
Okay.
What you looking at, fool? What we do if I pull up to your block, fool? So I stop. You won't do nothing, fool. You're scared of me, fool. 'Cause I'm a crazy vato, fool, and I really out here in these streets, fool. I fool.
That guy's joking.
No. Those are real tattoos on his face, and he's like a real gangbanger.
He's scary. Do you know what makes him more scary than everybody in America?
He looks kind of shy.
Nothing. Nothing makes him
Nothing
scarier.
makes him-
Everyone's got a gun.
I would cross the street if I saw him, if I saw Nick. I cross the street from everyone because I have social anxiety.
That's the only thing. I think he's scary because I don't know how I'd have a conversation with him.
Well, because he's always calling you fool.
Yeah, it's kind of very disrespectful. I'd be like, bro,
Yeah.
what's your problem? And he's
Yo,
like,
why
I'm
you
on
coming
these
at me with
streets,
that negative
fool.
energy, bro?
Hey,
I'm on the street, fool.
What'd
I
you
don't
do
give
if
a
I pulled
fuck,
up on you,
fool.
fool? Well, I'd probably leave you alone because you sound kind of autistic.
He's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
He's ganging on the spectrum.
Gripping on the spectrum, bro.
Blood on the spectrum, bro. He's definitely a blood. He's wearing a red shirt.
Yeah, true.
Vato. He's a crazy vato, bro. You got a crazy vato. Don't bring that energy to me. I love Mexicans, dude. All right, let me refresh this page real quick, just so I get. Okay, now you want to watch the Gary V one?
Yeah, let's watch.
Is that Gary V?
Looks like it. Well,
Okay.
it looks like some words in front of Gary V.
Okay, this is him explaining NFTs still.
Is
He's
that Fortnite?
He's trying so hard to make NFTs a thing.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those guys who pushes a fad too much to where it's cancer.
Just because you've seen it,
Yeah.
a picture of it on your phone, that doesn't mean you own it.
You know why it's going to be common practice in a decade? And I agree with him on this. Owning digital things will become a practice, but owning digital things, right? That makes that when we're all wearing VR glasses, and I look at you, you'll have your J's on, right? You'll have your graphic J's, and they'll show
That I
up on
had to
my-
go to my VR job to buy.
Yeah, and I'll have my glasses on, and I'll see your J's, and I'll be like, that guy's rich because he has NFT J's on, right?
Yeah.
But you'll be wearing prison member 515 on your body in a
Yeah.
full white because we'll live in just communist China.
Yeah.
I imagine like a Brave New World situation mixed with Big Brother. Like Big Brother's watching, but he wants to jerk you off, you know?
Yeah.
Like he wants to make you happy, but
you have no freedom.
But
he
can't
wants you to
do
be
anything.
happy with no
he
freedom.
He wants you to be happy, and he also wants to watch you do everything that you do at all times.
Yeah.
So you're wearing your prisoner number 1 jumpsuit, but on my glasses, you look like you're pimped out because you spent a little extra time at the gristle mill last
Yeah.
week, right? You got your job assignment number 515. I don't like a burger. Ugh. Okay, stop, dude. He's opening the. That's gonna make me throw up, bro.
That's
Can you
ASMR.
stop?
You're gonna be listening to this in your headphones later.
Oh God, I hate this. All right. So let's listen to him. Oh wait. So VR goggles. I see like an augmented reality. I see you wearing your J's. I see you wearing your pimp outfit. I see you have a rifle on your back, and you're like, I support the second, and you're like, because I carry in VR, right? You take it out, and you're like taunting. You're like, I'm gonna shoot up this school, psych, and you know, and it's gonna be cool because you'll own things, right? You're not carrying around an NFT just like a JPEG. You're walking around like this. I have the original JPEG. That'll be the crazy guy on the corner. He'll just have like 3 NFTs up, and he'll be screaming.
You go to your VR buddy's house, and on the wall is a painting, but the painting's an NFT, and it's iDubbbz nutsack.
Yeah, that will be true. It's like, wow, dude, you really spruced up the place, and it'll be in an all-white padded room, but it'll look huge.
And then you're like, wait, I gotta go pee, and then you take it off, and
And
you're in a
this
really
place looks
shitty
shit.
hotel prison room.
And he's pushing NFTs so hard right now because NFTs just took a 50% dump worldwide over all of them. And that leads into my very next video, which is how NFTs are laundering
Here's how
money.
people are laundering money with NFTs in 30 seconds. So many people are talking about this, so here's how people are doing it. So John was doing some dirty business, got paid in crypto to a decentralized wallet. It's not like he can just take that and cash it into the bank, otherwise the IRS is going to be breathing down his neck. So now he takes his personal account and goes out and buys an NFT, but it has to be one that people want, otherwise it's going to look weird. Then John logs back onto his dirty account. He makes his own personal account an offer that he just can't refuse. So now he has no choice other to accept that offer, and now him and his buddies are laughing his way all the way to the bank, and he tells the bank, I made all this money off my NFT. Why do you think so many high net worth individuals now own NFTs?
I mean, he broke it down
That's true.
perfectly, and that's exactly how
There's
they do it.
literally nothing wrong with that.
That's literally how they do it in the art world as well. Remember when I was telling you, like, you get your homie to appraise it,
For like 10 million,
mm-hmm.
then you donate it.
and then you donate it. It's like art will always be a good form of laundering your money because it's like a huge cash deal. Like 20 million. What can you buy with 20 million on the spot? You can't even buy a house for 20 million on the spot, right? You have to get a loan, you have to talk to a banker, you have to exchange papers. You show up to an art gallery, you bid on it, you win it like it's a Pokemon card,
Yeah.
right? It's fast, easy. NFTs are... My sister's boyfriend texted me the other day. He's like, hey man, what do you think about... Because he had listened to one of my podcasts. He's like, how do you really feel about... Because he's like, how do you really feel about NFTs and like those racehorses and stuff? I looked him dead in his eyes. I said, NFTs are a 100% scam. And that was that. I forgot where that story was going, to be honest. Let's go to the next pod, or next...
Next pod.
We're busting out another. Let's see. We got the crazy Vata. Let's watch this one. This one has no audio, but Nick, describe what you see in the video.
Mm-hmm. There's a truck. The truck zooming with the loggies. And then the exact same truck drives by the other truck.
Now, this actually got really popular on TikTok because it kind of divided the entire chat between capitalism and socialism. This video.
How?
People are saying capitalism is bad because that car could have stayed there and that car could have stayed there. They drove by each other carrying the same amount of logs, right?
Yeah.
A simple phone call would have saved them both the trip, but they're saying capitalism is a flawed system, and they're using this video as like someone replied, they're like, cars driving opposite directions means capitalism is bad, because that's kind of what the argument boils down to. But I think this is a much simpler way to, and that's why it got so popular. But it's an interesting video for sure. Because it's like...
I mean, if
you
different
never
people
think
are
about
owning
that.
the log things and they're going, then, like, it's a waste of energy and it's putting extra carbon in the air that is...
And why doesn't one person just talk to the other? He's like, hey, you got logs over there. I've got logs here. Oh, dude, this brings up a good point. Like, so the whole thing with, like, him having logs and him having logs, they could just say, I'll move my logs this way and you move yours that way, and we'll say we brought it that way. So it's like they'd have to, instead of trading, like, imagine like 3 log companies. They all just trade their logs to the left, even though this guy's selling to this guy's selling to that guy. They could just all move their logs to the left, you know? And it's like they all bought from each other. But this is a good story about capitalism, and if I butcher this, I mean, it could be really bad. I don't even know. But essentially, so a guy comes to a city, right? A guy walks to a town that no one lives in. It's a town of 100 people, right? So he walks into the town, and this is called Debt Town. And the cobbler owes $100 to the butcher. The butcher owes $100 to, he owes this housewife $100 because she cleaned his house. The lady who cleaned the house owes $100 to the barber for her haircuts through the years. The barber owes $100 to the chef for catering his room. The chef owes $100 to the mayor because whatever, and so on for all 100 people in the place, right? Now the stranger comes into the city, and he spends the night at the hotel, right? And he goes downstairs, and he goes to check out, and the guy's like, "That'll be $100." So he pays $100, and then, you know, the hotel owner pays the cop. The cop pays the $100 to the person he owes, and now no one in that whole city owes debt. One purchase cleared all debt, right? Now extrapolate that out, and what do you get from that story?
What do you mean if you did that to the whole country?
No, like, that is the whole country, right? We all have logs, right? But we all owe our logs to other people. What if everyone just, like, the government could just start chopping, right? Slicing off layers. If they knew everything. So they're like, this guy owes to this guy owes to that guy, this guy owes to that guy. And then they minus all of it off, right? And then they do it again, and they realize that there's literally $1 trillion that is just nothing, right? Just like in that city, there was negative $900, and then one person spent everything, or spent $100, and everyone's at even, right? Debt is the greatest motivator. That was the meaning of that story, I think. But isn't it an interesting concept, debt?
That is the way you word it.
It's
interesting.
It's the only way to control a population, right?
Yeah, you have to always be in debt to someone.
You're
not
to be in
useful to
debt.
society.
Yeah, that's why, like, and then they make it so hard in life. And I know this from experience because I'm in the business. You can't do anything without a loan. You can't even try. You can't. The first step in buying a home is getting a loan, unless you're buying in cash, which is a lot. Like, who's buying $250 worth of cash? No one. So you have to get a loan. In order to have a loan, you have to owe debts throughout your life. Literally, the more debts you owe and pay, the better chance you get of getting a loan, right? That's the idea of a credit score.
So that you can be in debt even worse.
Yeah.
You're like, look at how much debt I've had so that you can give me more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And your whole life, your whole life is acquiring and canceling debt. But everyone's doing that, right? And everyone owes to someone. So they can just start chopping off the debts and canceling it out. I mean, in theory.
But how does anybody benefit from that?
The dollar rises because there's less money, I guess. Every time they do a chop, everyone gets an NFT. That's how everyone can benefit from it. I'm starting to, like, these images from Wild, this looks like a grandma, I'm going to be honest. Does this...
The only difference between working for a wage...
okay, this is part of the resignation. I was supposed to play this earlier.
Okay.
But this guy's hardcore.
The only difference between working for a wage and being a slave is that working for a wage is supposed to be temporary.
Being a wage slave is the absolute worst thing that you can possibly do with your life.
It's just a fair, you know, it's a steady paycheck. Or just take a damn job for a paycheck. Once you get into this shit, it just fucking lashes onto you and you just can't get out.
You are selling your time for money.
This isn't what I was meant to do.
Well, you're free to leave at any time.
Yes, you're free to starve. That's exactly right.
When I started this job, I wanted to plan my escape.
But the plantation was more than an economic organization.
Hold up.
I mean, doing meaningless work just to pay the bills.
A new report shows about 4 million Americans quit their jobs in April of this year.
I want to be doing what I want to do. I just want to build my own thing.
Time is the thing that is most valuable in your life. Because once I've spent time, it's gone. Forever.
That's true. I've said that a million times on the podcast, I think.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
time is super valuable.
You read that on your self-help book, right? The time is
one from a long time ago.
Yeah,
a different one. The
Okay.
4-Hour Work Week.
4-Hour Work Week. Yeah. Tons of good book recommendations today, folks. But yeah, 4-Hour Work Week. Time is, and it's weird because you don't know. Time is the only thing that you don't know how much you'll get. You know.
Yeah, you could die tomorrow and nothing you've ever done mattered.
And you couldn't.
You stressing about work every day
It's
didn't
not like
matter.
Nick. Tomorrow you could just not wake up with a bank account, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not gonna happen, right? But you could wake up dead tomorrow.
Or I could just not wake up.
Wait a second. Wake up dead? I'm fucking retarded.
Yeah.
This is a good tabby. A nice little fat pussy, huh?
Yeah, this is a nice fat.
A
He's
nice
purring. He
hairy
loves this weird
pussy.
shit.
I mean, he loves belly rubs. He's a little puppy. Shout out landlords. If you watch the pod, this didn't happen.
Do they not know you have cats?
No.
Are
We're
you
gonna
not
pay
supposed to?
$500 for them to.
You have to pay a pet fee?
Yeah.
Is it for the year?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna pay it either way, to be honest. Okay, what is this? Oh, stealing black culture.
White Karen's culture. Black woman steals white Karen's. Okay.
Is this not black culture? Trap tea, the bubble club? No, you're the Asian people stealing black culture once again.
Once again.
Okay, you'll be exposed though. You're not black hole. You're stealing black culture. You're stealing black culture.
Oh, we'll watch the cat. He's gonna touch the mic. Hey, freak.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Her shaming people for doing something and saying black people own that is disgusting.
Okay, and here we go.
If a black guy makes like a cheeseburger, you're gonna be like, "That's German. You can't do that."
The black guy's about to hop in. He's about to say, "Shut up."
Is he?
She's calling him like.
What did she say? I didn't even hear what she said.
She said the COON word. She called him that, and I think that's like an Uncle Tom, right? That's a worse word.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a slur for black people.
It definitely is, but I think the reason it's a slur.
But then why is she saying you can't steal black culture, and then she just goes and slurs another guy?
Well, because the black guy came up and he said, you may have missed it. I can play it again. He's like, "Hey man, you spent money here. Stop talking. Stop yelling at them." Right? Because I guess she had just paid. Let me play it again. No, not the whole thing. I'm gonna skip to when the black guy hops in.
Is this not black culture? Trap tea, the bubble club? No, you're the Asian people stealing black culture once again. It's okay, you'll be exposed.
Here he comes.
You're not black owned. You're stealing black culture. You're stealing black culture. No, I came here because I thought it was black owned.
I came here because I wanted to see black people. She's like, I thought I was supporting a black business just because of what you guys are doing. I think this is one of those things where
here he is. So now the black guy's getting mad. I mean,
this is one of those things where you try so hard to be not racist that you are the worst kind of racist.
Yeah. So she goes in. She starts saying, these people that think something being black owned is like.
I came in here because I thought it was black owned. It's like everyone else is like, well, I came here for food.
And she's ruining the experience for everyone. If you're like this, on either side, if you're like, I'm not eating at this restaurant and you throw a fit because they don't let unvaccinated people in here, and you start yelling, you're like, hey, you're a freaking cracker, kill yourself. You just start pointing at people. Either side is unacceptable on my book.
I don't know what this woman thinks she's standing up for. I don't
know.
She literally, stop, you're Asian. You can't do things that aren't Asian. Hey.
There it is. Asians taking black culture again.
There it is.
Like when they created K-pop.
Wait, where was this at? Was this in America, the melting pot?
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn. Oh, and she's mad because Asian people
California's the melting pot. when they melt that.
Yeah, Matt.
Honestly, the Midwest is probably worse with heroin. You know, I watched a little YouTube video on like Arkansas in a nugget, right? You know, one of those.
Yeah.
And it's like Arkansas. We actually have a city here that's like top 5 most like crack fucking heroin shit.
Is it Little Rock?
I think it is close to. Yeah, I think so.
Jonesboro, there's a lot of crime.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it's pretty rough. And they said they showed that some of the property over there is literally like 20,000. Like no one's buying it.
God damn.
Yeah.
Should move to the ghetto.
Move to the ghetto.
20,000? What even is rent on that?
Like $100.
As you can hear the chants from the
Oh, this is pretty good. They
tried to cover up to fuck Joe Biden.
Well, no, I think she's just retarded. I don't like the quote, but I just pulled it for the clip.
Yeah.
So they're screaming. They're doing a chant, and I'll let you figure out what you think the chant is.
Okay.
as you can hear the chants from the crowd. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you were gonna kind of hang that.
Oh, and she thought they were all happy for him.
Yeah.
But they're saying, fuck Joe Biden.
As you can hear the chants from the crowd. Let's go, Brandon.
And then she says, let's go.
My favorite comment was just like one of those like default smiley faces. And it was just like, let's go, Brandon. This is in all caps. It's like, how could you get it so wrong? Let's go, Brandon. And who even is Brandon? Well, let's see. Do we have one more TikTok? What is this one? Oh, this is a good one. This is gay.
I heard you're engaged to your partner, Mazel.
So this is on like, I don't even know what talk show this is. Some fucking shit on the or on the TV, right? Cable television.
Mm-hmm.
But I love this guy's interview style.
I heard you're engaged to your partner, Mazel. Congratulations. What's his name? Joseph. Since you're engaged to a guy, you're officially gay?
Had that guy not come out or something?
I just love the way he says it. It's like he's like scared of saying.
I heard you're engaged to your partner, Mazel. Congratulations. What's his name? Joseph. Since you're engaged to a guy, you're officially gay?
I don't think he's scared. I think he was surprised. I think that was surprised.
No, I think that's scared of saying he doesn't know what the right term is. He's like, are you bi? Are you gay? Gay?
Well, you're gay if you're engaged to a man.
Well, you could be bi. You
But
could be trans.
I think that was
And you could be straight. You can be all of them. Oh,
it can change
fuck.
just like that.
Shit.
What?
We gotta restart the pod.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we forgot to start with our pronouns.
Oh, I thought you weren't recording, dude. You scared the shit out of me. That's happened to us before.
Yeah. We've gotten like 40 minutes into an episode, and we're like, you know what? Bring out the nooses.
I was about to be like, I'm going home, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't got the time.
I would have. Yeah.
That being said, we do have to and not post this one because we didn't use our pronouns.
That being said, this is unaired. Yeah.
Unless you're on Patreon, that's where this one's going.
That's where this one's going. There's nothing on the Patreon,
Matt, you
but
never
if you want
posted your feet pics.
Oh.
I'm pretty mad about that.
You're right. I was sitting in my office and I was like, should I take them here? I kind of want to. I think tomorrow. Expect them up tomorrow as this episode airs. If you want to go to my Instagram, it is AfroMattt, or I think you can just type MPH0218, something like that will work. But signing out from this big fat tabby and the scat and Matt. Nick, you have anything you want to say to them, fatty?
Whoa, dude. I'm not huge, bro. Nah.
Yeah, you wanted any signing out words, Dickless?
Dickless? Dick lips?
Dick lips.
Look at this cat.
Look at that cat. Thanks for listening. Dude, he's wiggly. Bye.